Yeah.
monthly reports and stuff. Oh, right in front of you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alright. Roll call.
Flynn?
Here.
Angie?
Here.
Patty? Here. Jamie?
Here.
Deb? Here.
Committee reports. Lights?
Yes, there's one out. I called again to Ohio Edison for the lights out procedure. I got a ticket number. We'll sit there and see what happens. It's the same light we saw last time.
Okay.
So it's just the second phone call. Of course, they tell you it could take up to 2 weeks, whatever, so they don't seem to be in a rush.
Alright.
So, and then basins are fine, cemetery seems to be fine,
Okay.
or no changes, I should say.
Alright.
Jamie, your flashlight's on.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to figure out how to shut it off.
Were them people coming tonight, Jamie? Do you know?
Who's that?
The people about the cemetery.
I don't know who, they never gave me a name, they're supposed to be here,
Alright.
you know?
Alright.
It was a female lady, I just know, somebody called me and said that they were looking at giving a grant money for the cemetery.
Oh.
But, I'd have to go look and see if I can find the number again. I told them about what, they gave me the date and the time for the meeting, so
Alright.
I don't know. That
Alright.
would've been nice.
Don't we normally get like
Streets?
what bills got paid and stuff like that?
Right here.
Streets?
Hi, thank you for fixing the hole I neglected to report.
Sorry, I was looking for an agenda.
I have not seen any other changes.
Okay. Signs?
They're okay, but
Still leaning?
yeah.
We'll get to them.
Maybe we should all just start.
Well, I mean,
leaning.
they're still up, so.
Yeah. Well,
That's a
that's,
good thing.
that's the main thing. Alright. Lands and or safety.
Safety for February 2025. 0 reports, 4 car stops, 4 citations, 0 arrests, 2 activities, 44 mileage, 0 complaints and 0 assists.
Oh, this is when she brought that one from the
Is that
other
0
village
tickets?
to show us an
4.
example.
4 tickets.
Okay, perfect.
Lands and buildings.
Still needs a little bit of work going on, but that'll be coming up, I'm sure. I
Can I
think
pass
he's,
this
That's
on?
it?
No, we're waiting.
minutes for the
Son
appropriation,
of a biscuit.
which we shouldn't
This is
have,
bills.
should we?
Huh?
No.
I just letting everybody look at it.
Everybody's seen this.
Okay,
So we
Patty
don't-
didn't see this.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Alright.
this is, he had to, evidently we need to renew a permit for the sewer every so many years, and he had to do that. Or he did that.
Every 5 years.
Every 5.
We'll cover that on
That's what
new or
this
old
is.
business.
Okay, that goes with this. That goes with that.
Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes?
I have some
I have
extra.
a hole
Yes.
in my pocket that fell out.
Yes.
Motion to adopt the minutes?
Motion.
Second.
Alright, roll call. Flynn?
Yes.
Angie?
Yes.
Patty?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Everybody had a chance to look at the expenses?
No.
These. The papers underneath. You said you. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Motion to pay the expenses?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call. Flynn?
Yes.
Angie?
Yes.
Patty?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Deb? Yes.
Had a chance to look at the financial report?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that, no, this is the sewer thing.
Yeah, this is,
The financial report is in there though,
Should have the balance.
right?
Did you print that out?
This is how they're gonna do it.
Honey.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how they're gonna do it now. This one and this one.
okay.
And that on the back.
No, that's something else.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That goes with the appropriations. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
The financial report there should be a paper from Huntington Bank.
These.
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Did
Okay.
you guys all sign them?
All
I
right.
did not sign that.
Are these the minutes from February?
Yes.
Because they seem like the same minutes from January.
Yep. 'cause
Probably
we
are.
basically did the same thing.
Borrow your pen for a second, get a chance.
We about did the same thing since
Okay.
you weren't
You
here.
weren't here.
It didn't cause nothing.
It
No,
was pretty much just
No
a
drama.
close up on everything that happened.
Did you guys see this?
No drama, cause,
all right.
you know,
Approval of the financial report.
Yeah,
yeah. Yes. Second.
yes.
Motion.
Motion,
I got a
Seconded.
second.
roll call, Deb,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
Patty,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Flynn.
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna skip around here. We have an ordinance. The annual. Dave, do you know what ordinance we're on?
Zero one,
What?
01,
01?
not had any yet.
Oh,
We
yeah,
haven't
there's
done
more
an order?
resolutions?
Really?
Oh,
Hold on. All right.
I know, I wrote down. Oh, yeah, those are resolutions.
Village annual appropriation ordinance. You guys have a chance to look at this? I imagine you did.
I looked at it, but if you would love to explain that. to
Okay.
me, Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Where is the other one? This one.
Um,
Give me the one that's highlighted, then. Alright. Here's what the county auditor says we have to spend, $237,000.
But we don't wanna go over that.
You don't wanna spend more than that. So here's what we have appropriated. $201,656.11.
Okay.
The general fund, 65,000. SCMR, 35,000. State Highway 10. Park has got $870,000 or $870. Mifflin Memories, 238. The sewer has 90,000 in it, appropriated, and there's an unclaimed fund for all these people that don't cash their checks. Colleen.
Oh, yeah. I'm so guilty. I just found it in my.
So,
Oh.
motion or
Mine's still in the car.
motion to
Suspend the rules.
suspend the rules.
Motion.
Second,
Roll call.
roll call, Flynn,
yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Patty,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, motion to approve ordinance number 1, 2025, the village annual appropriation.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
roll call, Deb,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
Flynn,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Patty.
Okay.
So remember when I said that the 2 checks that I didn't cash, put them in the unclaimed funds and then transfer them over to the park fund? Can you still do that?
I think you have to cash them.
Oh, jeez.
That's what we was told before, so now I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to cash them, then donate
Give
that
them to
money
her
back
deposit.
Oh, jeez.
for some strange reason. I don't know why.
I'll go cash mine. Next time I go in town.
Okay.
Right between my seats.
All right.
I'm gonna go
Joni, what do you got going?
just take pictures. and put 'em-
I talked with Ohio Edison about putting the flowers on the telephone pole and they said no.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, they said no. So anyway, my husband said that I'm gonna order 6 baskets from Richardson's and, he is going to make, if it's all right, a pot and put some kind of a pole in it and we can hang the baskets off of the pole. It'll look
Yeah.
nice. And then we'll just put them, I'm only gonna do 6 baskets for right now, cause they're about, $42 a basket, and I
Okay.
have enough for about 6 baskets. So I'll just do that and see how they look, and we can put them, just kind of whatever. And then maybe as we get going and we maybe like it, maybe we can do more.
All right.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did they give you, did they say anything? A reason
They
or?
just said that there's too much, they have to get to the pole, there'd be things on it, and they were nice and everything.
Right.
And I can understand, so we just thought, and if the pole thing that my husband, we'll do one and see how we like it. If it doesn't look
Okay.
good, we'll just put them in pots and put
Alright.
them around the village, and I think it'll look nice.
If it does look good, can you get in contact with us so we can donate for
Yes.
some supplies?
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Another thing too, I wanted to ask about if there's gonna be an egg hunt this year for the village.
I don't think so. It's kinda late to get that going.
Honestly, we've been too busy, Joni,
Eggs are
to.
really expensive.
Well, we just do
We do
plastic.
We do
eggs.
plastic, and those were expensive enough.
Those are expensive.
And,
Chastity was telling me how many she does for the church.
She's right.
what did we do
Somebody
the
was telling
last
us about
time?
some Amish garbage. I think I
That was
paid,
me.
18 eggs and paid over 8 something?
What?
You're talking about real eggs she
Yeah.
does for the church?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
You paid
I got
$18
No, 8 something.
for 18
Oh, you
eggs?
do?
Yes.
Where?
Grocery.
Everywhere. No, yep.
I
told her-
paid
I know Myers.
$3.99.
So,
I was at
For
Myers.
So if
Farmer's
you don't
Market.
do a hunt
Shady
in the
Lane.
village,
Yeah,
I would
we
just see
buy
if
from
maybe,
the house, right?
St. Michael's might do something up
All
at
right.
the church, if you guys want.
let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
let
it'll-
us
it
know,
will
we'll
just
get in on
be-
that.
It'll just be eggs with some candy
Okay.
inside of it, and
Yeah.
so I'll let you know.
All right.
Donate bags of candy or something.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then.
We'll
what
come
was
up
the
with
You know
something.
how I am about candy.
The trash pickup.
I got
was
you
Saturday.
covered.
We decided.
We,
Wasn't it May?
What?
Trash,
here's the backstory on this.
I know they're not cashing a check.
They
No,
won't even
they
tell
won't
us
even
what we
do it.
owe.
Okay,
I literally
So-
have given them my own personal address to send the bill to, and they still have not sent it.
So we're gonna have to find
So I have to find a new place.
a new place or
I
get
just,
them to commit.
I just put a call into her to
Did
see
you
if
try
they would do it.
Countryside last year?
I even tried a year before that.
They don't
and
do it.
He don't
They
wanna
won't
do
do
it.
it. So I have a call into her. I'm waiting on her to call me back for this year.
Again.
Again, we'll see what happens.
So if nothing else, maybe we can call and get a dumpster. And
Yeah.
if people have stuff, I mean, it's
That'd
gonna
be
be a
good.
dumpster. They can
It's
just,
gonna be a
on there.
dumpster. They can just,
On them to put it in the dumpster?
yeah.
Okay.
not,
No,
no pickup trucks full of stuff, I mean,
Right.
okay.
so.
But see, when people were putting it out on their tree lawn, though, like people were
scrappers come through.
scrappers.
You
were
can still
coming
put
through.
your scrap.
Well, you can still you can put scrap
Yeah.
out anytime. Somebody will get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And I had one more question and then I'll, the historic sign that's in front of the church down there, it's peeling.
Oh.
Who would I get a hold of or who would take care of that?
We have money in the Mifflin Memories.
Not for the historic sign.
Oh,
That's
it's
just
not?
for the
In the
jail.
memories?
Oh, it's just for the
Oh.
jail? I didn't know.
Oh, well,
Oh,
it-
I
the
wasn't-
jail it needs a little bit of work too.
Okay.
There's a board down there that's rotten.
All right.
Anyway.
So we do have some money for the jail,
Okay.
$283 left.
So I will,
For the sign, I don't know. Is that on us to upkeep that?
or
I'm
maybe
trying to
I,
remember who even,
Cause the Mifflin Memories
I thought
people
the memories
did it.
people
I thought-
donated it, didn't they? But I'm not for sure.
Deb was gonna
I'd have to
find
look
out.
back.
okay,
Double
Okay.
find
She
out
will let you
the
know.
answer.
If it is Mifflin Memories, we'll just have to probably, it's aluminum, I think,
one
so.
side is okay, but the
Yeah.
other side facing this way is.
I
it's
seen
all
it chipped off at
painted,
spots.
peeling off.
And then we'll just ask some of these sign people
What to put on, okay. Okay,
if they can do it or if we need to do it or. I don't know who owns this sign, so, you know. It's listed with the state.
well, I thought maybe I have to call the state representative
Well,
or something,
and
but I don't know. so
That
I
might
thought
be
I
a
would
thing
just
we'd
ask.
have to.
I'll
I,
find out.
Okay,
alright.
Thank you.
okay, that's all I got, sorry.
Thank you, Joni.
You're good.
Christmas lights. Probably, this is probably the last year for the ones we had up. When we
Okay.
took them down, thanks to Mark and Jesse De La Rosa, they helped me take them down. A lot of the bulbs were falling off and pieces of them were falling off, so
Didn't you say one got blown down?
Yeah, one,
Oh, yeah.
one blew down in that
Blew down.
windstorm, so.
I do have an electrician guy at, Ralph Hall, and he said he would be glad to look at those and rewire those if you thought that might be something that you.
Well, that might be if we could,
If you're
if we could go-
interested in that,
LEDs,
that's what, yeah. And then,
Because-
cause those things are expensive to buy.
yeah. I understand that, but, you know, every time we move them, some more of the
Oh,
color comes off, the little. So, but I would like to see some people get together and talk about it, you know.
We were gonna have, we've been having our breakfast, you know, out of the pavilion. We thought maybe we might put a donation jar out for money for the lights.
Okay, there's a lady, it's on my phone, lives just outside of town. She was interested in helping get some new Christmas lights.
Okay,
So I will get that to you.
okay. We-
And, you know, whatever the village can do, I don't know how much we can do or whatever, but we do need something new.
it's
And,
been since Betty Vesper was
Yeah.
on council that those
It's
lights.
more than 20, they're more than 20.
and they probably
Your
won't be
bottom.
as nice, you know.
So are you not interested in having them rewired? Should I even?
This stuff's all falling off.
I don't know.
I mean, it does need rewired if you were gonna use them, but they're also extremely heavy.
They are
And
heavy.
these guys are all getting older and older, putting them up and down.
Let me look into
Yeah, think
it.
about it,
Yeah,
and I'll wait and see how.
all
that
right.
goes. Okay.
All right, so. All right, insurance, Progressive Insurance is sending a check for somewhere around $3,700 for the posts that were destroyed up there. Thanks, Joni.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, that's in the works,
3,700?
somewhere around there.
3,700, and how much did they say it would cost to bring it up to code?
We've got the grant for that.
That's right.
I think it's gotta
forgot.
be 50,000 for it
I-
to get a grant.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
So-
sorry.
on that part of the
But that's-
deal,
You know, there we go.
I'm still coordinating about the guardrail. There's a chance it may get done this year if the state can talk the county into doing it while they're doing something else. So that's the last I've heard of that. It's been a week or so. So that's where we're at on that guy. Lift station was pumped. There was a layer of grease in there. So I think we need some sort of ordinance, Dave, that says how can I say this? When they file a permit at the health department to start a business, they have to have a grease trap.
Mhm.
But it never gets inspected after the initial. No, the county, the city, the health department, nobody inspects grease traps after it's installed. So that's on local regulations, they told me. So we need some sort of ordinance that says something to the effect that grease traps should be pumped every 3 months at a minimum, is what I've read. If we can get an ordinance that says something to the effect that it needs pumped twice a year, and after you get it pumped, you can send notification to the village that it has been pumped, so we know. Because grease in the lift station's not good. Not as bad as a towel, but it's not good. And there was a pretty thick layer, so, but I don't know. Other than, every 6 months it needs pumped, and they need to notify us that it's been pumped. Whether the owner does, or I would rather see the company that cleans it send us.
I was just gonna say, the owners could just send us.
Yeah.
notice and- Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody, you know, I don't think any of the owners clean their own grease trap. At least I'd never seen that when I was working, so, because, they're nasty. And where would they put it? Back in the sink and start over, you know? They could put it in the trash, I guess, but, so, to write something up like that, and I don't know.
It's not is it in the sewer regs already?
I don't think it is. I will look through that again, just to make sure. It says in there about hazardous stuff, which, I don't know if that's
Grease is hazardous.
hazardous,
Clung to that.
you know?
Yeah.
So, maybe you could look through there and see, I don't know.
Alright.
But we need something because, you know, the lift station, that's the first that's been pumped out and they weren't sure. They said a few years, so, and it wasn't, the worst part was the grease, you know, so. Got that done, had to pump out the sewer plant again. Because they just took off the hair mat the last time, for some reason. So this time they took all the sludge. The screens won't even need cleaned for 2 or 3 days. That's how good it's working. But, with that being said, at the lift station, the pump and the labor and everything's gonna be around 10 grand. At the sewer plant, we need 2 new pumps, and they're gonna be probably $2,500. We're waiting on an estimate for those. But the lift station pump is being repaired. He's probably got it on his bench. He just brings it back and puts it all back together. So that's where we're at on that part. I patched some holes in the streets in the last week. We'll try to keep up as much as we can on that. So if you see a hole, give me a holler. We might have to hire a locate service for the sewer. Cleanouts, disconnections, if we start disconnections, and there's only just a few that aren't paying, and hopefully once we send a disconnect letter, they'll decide that it's time to pay up. If not, some of them we can find, some of them we can't find, so. So we might have to hire somebody to do that, which I don't think it'd be a big deal, cause most of the houses have a clean out beside them. But the ones at the road are the ones that got buried and planted over, and so that's where we're at on that part. Cemetery needs work. I'd like to see us start buying maybe like the bags of sackcrete, because there's a bunch of small headstones up there that are laying down. When they go to mow, they just drive over them. And, you know, we could make a frame, just put like one bag of sackcrete, I think would hold all them little ones. Set it where it goes, let it set up, set the headstone down in there, maybe with plastic around it or a garbage bag or something, so it didn't stick into there, or let it stick in there. I don't know which would be better, but
What, the stones stick to the cement? is what
yeah,
you're saying?
I don't know if it'd be
You can
better.
put- What I found is, what they call it for roofing, that tar paper.
Roof felt,
Yes, that right there gives you
Okay.
that barrier that you're looking for.
but we could probably do 15 or 20 up there, small ones. You know, them big ones, I don't know what we'll ever do. I don't know how they got them in there in the first place. I mean, it was
I remember Maggie coming out with a
thousands of
bone and we
pounds.
were out of there.
Back in those days, they had some buggies.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. I really don't. It's, I know.
Horses, chains.
and some kind of pole. It's
But there's nothing to hook to them things.
Men were men then.
Yeah. Men died every day back then. Hey.
There's a lot of young ones in that.
Yeah. They lived to be 30 and dropped over. All right. So the tie into Muskingum, I haven't heard since they said that we weren't getting a loan this year. I haven't heard a word from anybody except the construction company keeps sending invoices for the little bit they're doing. So we get through all that, we'll apply for the principal forgiveness loan again. And like I said before, the guy said we stand a much better chance once we have the permit to install. If not, I don't know what we do after that. Hopefully we can get a grant or something to fix our sewer plant if we can't tie into Muskingum.
I think a bar screen will do
A
that.
bar screen will help at the lift station. That would have saved that towel. That towel wouldn't have got in there. It'll catch wipes,
How much
catches.
is a bar screen?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I've got a couple calls out, but they tell me they're $100,000. So yeah,
Jeez.
I'm sorry, what?
yeah.
Can't we make our own?
Well, you know what?
some
You
chicken
probably
wire or
could.
Yeah, but wouldn't there be a liability
No.
issue?
I don't
Yeah, it would be
know.
a liability if you did it on your
That's
own.
my
because,
There's another
yeah,
company that
It's a
makes
good
a
idea, but
very.
basket on a conveyor there's a manhole down there at the lift station where that side of town comes in and this side of town comes in this way. So if there was a way to build that up down in there, this basket, but it has to be cleaned